The minute that your fingers are open underneath the water, you're going to get there, but you'll get there a whole lot slower, using a whole lot more energy, and you're tired and you're just drained at the end when, excuse me, and you've allowed stuff that was unnecessary to get through. Are y'all following me? When those individual fingers come together for the purpose of getting to a destination or reaching a goal, whether it's at the end of the pool, once they come together, there's nothing, very little that can get through. With them working together, they're moving and now they're gliding. And they're using a whole lot less energy. And there's a whole lot of unnecessary stuff that they've avoided. Why? Because individuals that was already there, here's the thing. God already gives us what we need. Through grace, in one of these verses, having, verse 6, having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us. You might be able to sing, you might be able to play the piano, I might only be able to set mics up, whatever the case might be. We hear the term a lot in the jurisdiction, we're better together. Right? In swimming, it doesn't matter that the pinky is shorter than the ring finger, and your middle finger might be a little bit longer than your other fingers. What am I saying? It doesn't matter if you might not be excellent at this, or you might be a little bit, I might be a little bit fatter than you, or whatever the case might be. When we come up off of ourselves and our own agendas, and when we set our goal and actually come together, we can get some things done. Did I lose anybody? Okay. Let's skip down to 9. We talked about love earlier as it dealt with pride. Give me the pronunciation of your name one more time, please. Silas.
Like in the Bible.
I was thinking about Paul and Silas in the Bible.
Yeah.
This one talking about how high.
Either one applies.
That's where most people know it from.
Yeah. Can you read? Can you start at verse 9 for me, please? And
love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. Just 9, or
what kind of Bible you got?
That's fine.
I got
the one
a pink one.
What version? Yeah, what version?
New International version.
Cause this King James.
Yeah, this King James.
I think this was a joke.
I ain't mean to drop the Bible like that.
Nah.
What happens about the
I go back to what you were saying.
No, go ahead, please.
If the world
thought,
the world thought like you did, so we would be closer to utopia. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the fat people or skinny or that doesn't. It's more about race and division as far as country and, like you said, power. You just brought about pride and greed, and that's just been the way it has been since man was created. Because, like someone over here said, I think that we are inherently evil. It's not because, and I mean, it's not like we're not inherently good either. You feel me? It's just that people always choose.
I feel you, son. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I understood the metaphor with, you know, cutting of the hands and whatever. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
As far as this Bible verse, did you want me to clarify?
Yeah, I mean, expound on it a little bit. Let love be genuine.
Basically, hate what is evil. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Cleave to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourself. Meaning, like, which is like the opposite of pride. Because you can't have pride if you're loving people more than you love yourself.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? If you expound your love instead of just, you know, focusing on like yourself, you can't fail. You know what I'm saying?
I need another version that shows like the core what is evil. I was like, what?
That's King James.
King James.
King James.
When you really read it, it'll make sense though.
Yeah.
No.
It makes sense.
It
It makes sense.
I read it twice.
I got this in the car by accident, and I want it back.
Okay. Anybody? I'm
One
sorry.
more time, you can't have pride of what?
What's that?
So you can't have pride of what?
No, I mean, pride is a mute issue if you're loving everyone else instead of yourself. You know, if you're, the way I see it is like I have a group of people that I work with, and we each have a job. And almost, and it works the same way in a relationship with like with a spouse, you know what I'm saying? If you give in to the relationship what you want out of it, and you just do it that way, you each do that, giving into each other, and how could you not build? You know what I'm saying? Like, almost like, let me do it like a relationship, like I said before. Say you have a wife, and you know, everyone in a relationship always thinks about love in terms of, oh, I took you out the most, I bought this for you.
That's not
The materialistic
Yeah,
stuff.
the material, because that's the world that we live in today. I mean, that's what we've been brought to appreciate instead of the actual just what the Bible is saying in this verse is that when we started out, we were meant as humans to just prosper together. Nobody here can make it on their own. So it's like, it's a group effort, but people, once they saw differences in people, and they just lost sight of that. And technology and a lot of stuff helped with that. You know what I'm saying? Just putting that in front of your eyes, and now it's more materialistic than it is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everybody wants the flattest car, wants the biggest house. And it doesn't have.
There ain't nothing wrong with that though.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, I'm not saying
Nah,
there's
right.
anything wrong with it. No, that's you. It's cool to be successful. That's not a sin. You know what I'm saying? But to forget what we mean, forget what the whole purpose of it all is. What people do, they lose sight. You know what I'm saying?
We're surface people. We're surface people. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My boyfriend, one day we was talking, we was sitting, and he was like, "Yeah, so what attracted me? What attracted you to me?"
Money?
Yo, come.
Do you want me to give you the church answer, or you want me to just be what attract? Well, I didn't know you because we didn't really have a conversation.
Physical attraction.
Yep. I see your personality.
You lose that to me.
Yep. Oh, I tell shorties that all the
2
time.
points.
Yeah.
I see your personality.
That's all you can go off when
We're surface people.
But I had fumbled when I was talking. Right? What I meant to say was if the other person in the relationship doesn't think about their self at all, just thinks about their significant other, and the other one does the same, and you'll both take care of each other.
Exactly, and nothing will go lacking.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with the answer you gave him, because if there's, you know, if it's not for.
Oh, no, I meant it.
But yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
shouldn't get
Right.
offended, you know.
Right.
Because it's true. Because if not for physical attraction, then what else is there? You know, because you already didn't know him, so.
That's what.
They could
That's your
like
initial. Go
how
ahead.
how saved they are.
But she didn't know
That's
him.
true.
I didn't know that.
She didn't know him. She know nothing about him though.
Like I go to a random church and I don't know nobody in the church, but I just see somebody praising God and I'm attracted to somebody that's
Did you want
praising
me in
God.
church?
I don't know them.
No, I have my job.
But God, they can praise.
Yeah, right.
There could be some degree, but
Let's not be spiritual, you know.
No, I mean no. Y'all know me. Let's break it down. I'm gonna come back with scripture.
Miss Kiwi,
But
the church.
hold on.
Hey, if she
Not-
is,
hold on,
if
hold
this
on.
person, God, why are we on this? I don't know, this is not straying.
No,
but,
I mean we'll bring it back if it is.
but yeah, if she, I hate toes. But
Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah. If she is physically attractive, that's
2 points.
that's 2 points, but that's gonna make me look at you. But if your praise is just like, I'm like, what? Yeah.
It does
That might
make a
make me
difference.
consider you, or maybe that's like 10 points.
10 points. Yeah, I was thinking the same
That's like
thing.
the church.
But that's in the church. I'm talking about what if you in Annapolis Mall and
I'm not gonna be
She
shouting
ain't
at
gonna
you,
be
you
in
know.
the middle of Annapolis. So like, oh,
let me tell you
I
something.
don't know. She might, you know.
She might.
They
I
might
said,
just
you
know.
know,
Right,
I'm looking
right.
at her
And
phone.
for a reason, it's gonna be like,
This one's good for that. This one's good for that.
I'm good for that. I will do it. I see you working, so I look at Jesus. I see some you look at
There's nothing wrong with physical attraction.
There's
nothing at all.
But what happens if she gets in a car accident? You know what I'm saying? Or
No.
Right.
Dang.
And see,
Yeah, that is true. What if
But
God
that-
takes your beauty?
listen, no, that happened though. There was and great point. And we're gonna bring this in, but great point.
I hate that story.
There was
It's also
there was a husband. They had just got married,
I hate
and
it so much.
the guy was they were driving. Actually, I don't even know if they made it to their honeymoon yet. But a big old boulder rock flew through the windshield and smashed her whole face.
her whole face,
Her whole face. Don't just. I mean, it was like this,
and they stayed married. That's true love.
now.
Cause I don't know. Baby, what happened? I'm sorry.
You listening? Oh. Don't you get crippled? But the thing about that is this.
Think about it now, though. Scary.
The thing about that is this is nothing wrong. Let's bring it back. There's nothing wrong absolutely with physical attraction at all. You need to be attracted to your spouse, especially if you're gonna get married to them and wake up with
think about kids.
You don't want to get up in the morning and be like,
I married this.
Why?
Man, I struck out.
you know what I mean? But
Man, what?
but
You can join mine.
but that's not it though. But that's not it. Okay, the physicality, that's just the beginning.
I'm gonna drop my
That's-
rifle
that's the first.
Steps.
I got you. Give me 1 second. That's the first. Then comes the interview process.
Yep.
And that's with your relationships all across the board, even with your friends. I have many acquaintances, but I have very few friends.
Preach.
So after the physical attraction, then comes the interview process. The interview process in a relationship is you dating. Oh, you like to do this new drug? What is it?
Bath salts?
Cryptoquantum.
The
Bath salts?
huh?
Bath
The
salts?
bath salt? No, sir.
No.
You're not
That's
gonna
not
flip
new.
out on me.
It's not
tonight.
new, but it's people who starting to get back to point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like to do recreational drugs
That has
sometimes?
nothing to do with that.
There you go.
That's just
Okay.
That's just a rumor, yo.
What's
Oh, so you work for the bank during the day and your stage name is Sparkle? No.
Why sparkle?
I don't know.
Cinnabons.
I wouldn't mind.
Uh,
Hey, I'm glad you said that because I know somebody named Cinnabons.
There's a lot of strippers named
That's
Cinnabons.
ridiculous.
I believe.
Some brothers.
This is gonna go.
But that's right. That's the
Let's clean it.
that's the reasoning one, and let's bring it in seriously. That's the reasoning one where we need to get to a point where we say, yo, I mean, and that's my favorite phrase. That's my favorite phrase. My phrase is, I got this. And I think it starts with being honest with ourselves. Once we become honest with ourselves and be like, yo, you know what? I really don't have this. Let me go back and let me see what God has to say about this. I told somebody today, not today, the other day, I said, I'm dating a cop and I don't even like cops. That's ironic.
Bang, bang, pow, pow. Who is it?
My point is that I'm not making the decision by myself. Don't get to the place where surface becomes everything. Because you'll have a pretty vase, but on the inside it's hollow with nothing. Like you hear the old expression, the old phrase, a dumb blonde. And I hate to say, I hate to use that phrase, but I mean, you get my picture?
Yeah.
The worst thing is to have somebody, ladies, young gentlemen, the worst thing is to have a chick with some Louboutins on, a Louis bag, and a banging Bentley or Beamer, and she's pulling up at an apartment, or she's pulling up at her mother's place.
Preach on.
I hope they're okay.
That's not bad.
Oh Lord. Ladies. So what? He has 22-inch rims. So what? I don't know. He's rocking the latest whatever.
You can't determine son.
You need to take the time out to find out what does this individual have to offer towards my future and my destiny in Christ, and what do I have to offer them? And is this going to be healthy? Pride comes before destruction. Destruction before. You fall hard enough, you're gonna break something. And some things that are broken are harder to put back together than others. And I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, the more my bones hurt. And I ain't fallen a long time. I'm talking about physically falling. And I'm scared to, quite naturally. To be honest with you. I will take a kid there before I fall. Like, you know what? You younger than me. You know, it's just.
Gotta remember that this weekend.
Right. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't have said that.
Nope.
Chaperoned at the youth retreat.
I'll take your
Parents,
kid down first.
I got your kids.
Take your kids.
Your kids. But I mean, all seriousness. Yes, pride can start with any of these, but it's self-righteous. Okay, something like it's self-righteousness. And thank you, selfish love towards oneself, where I don't care about anybody else. This is what I'm gonna do. I don't care if it hurts you or not because it makes me feel good. Pride says I got this. Yo, alright, we kiss, but I mean I got this, I'm good. I'm cool. Whoa, shorty can really kiss. Oh, wait, you on my neck, what are you doing? And you like, I got this. Wait a minute, it's getting warm in here, wait a minute.
And goes dynamite.
And then the time. All because I got this. If God wanted us to be an island of our own, in the beginning, He would never have created Eve. I'm not even talking about from a male-female perspective. I would say He could have created another Steve, but I don't want anybody thinking I'm talking about homosexuality in this case, because I'm not. My point is that it's not gender specific what we're talking about.
Where your socks at, regular?
Hmm?
Your socks.
At home in the basket.
Okay, it's 9:00. I gotta stop. Any comments, anything, anybody have anything that they want to say? Anything that they want to add? Thank y'all so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all of your input that you've given. Everybody, thank you. Anything you think I missed? Anything you want to add? I'm not teaching this by myself. We're learning.
I got a personal question.
We're learning together. Shut the camera.
I mean, it's not that personal.
Okay.
So I'm studying to become a Mason. You know what I'm saying? A Freemason. Like, you know, be a part of that fraternity or whatever. And I thought it was weird when I was going for the petition. You know, you have to go in front of a lodge and you have to, you know, they do all the secret whatever what have you. Anyways, they asked me basically, do I believe in, you know, a deity? They didn't really care. Which,
do you believe in what?
A deity, like God, or they just said one.
Do you have a religion, basically?
Not just if I have a religion, but is my religion based on the sole existence of one omnipotent being, basically? So they, you know, they're asking me, you know, God or maybe whoever would have you.
Right,
know, I mean,
right.
I am Christian, so I mean, of course it is God. But I mean, I was wondering, do you know why they asked me that? Because I thought it was kind of weird, like, because they said it in a way that it didn't matter.
But it really did matter because they.
I mean, of course it mattered. Yeah. But it was just like, it was weird. You know?
I don't. You know what? I don't know why. What popped in my head when you asked why, the only thing that I can think of is that because of certain religions are prone to do certain things and have certain behaviors. So if I'm Muslim, then I'm prone to leave, pull out my mat, and go and pray how many ever times a day. If I'm Buddhist, I'm prone to do this. Or if I'm Muslim, then you know that I don't eat pork. So it can be a way of them trying to find out a little bit more about you, things that you may or may not do, or just to get a feel of your character.
It could be.
To add on that, I heard that Christians aren't supposed to be Masons. I've even heard Pastor Russell say that. He said because there's something that goes on within the Masons that is not appropriate for Christian behavior. I don't know what it is.
That's exactly where I was getting at, though. See, I figured that they didn't tell me that straight off, and I definitely was asking and inquiring, but you know, there's only for so much they will answer. You know?
Of course.
So I was asking about that, but they seemed, you know, well, I told them I was a Christian. I told them I worship God. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they were like, all right, well, then that's fine. But it was just like a little feeling that I got that was kind of off, and I was talking to the brother who had introduced me to this lodge, and it was just like there's just something weird about it.
Don't ignore the feeling.
You don't.
That's what I say.
It's like I was talking to them. It's almost like they feel like there's some sort of elite race of people. It's just like that's. It almost seems like evil. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like.
Well, there goes your answer. There goes your
You answer your own question.
There goes your answer. I mean, now the fact of the matter is that once it's brought to your attention, what are you going to do with it? Because I mean, I don't know you from Eve, but it seems that you want to do the right thing. You know. With that being said, as long as you want to do the right thing and as long as you have a mind made up to serve God and you're constantly putting your decisions before Him, sometimes you're not going to get the answer that you want to get. Sometimes we jump on a cart because this is what I want to do, and even in our hastiness, God He still is sovereign and has mercy on us and say, hey, stop. This is this. And you might not necessarily have a full understanding or clarity about what that funny feeling is. But I will say that I will tell you, do not ignore the feeling. And if it does not line up with the word of God, don't do it.
Did you do your research on it?
I've done loads of research, actually, from anthropology to the actual, Freemasonry to all the way from that to things that, don't even make sense, like the occult, just to study it and figure out what exactly am I really getting myself into.
Because, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I studied for about 4 months, and that, it seems like a short time, but if you're cramming 4 months of information, is a lot of information. Yeah. And not only that, I have, some family members who are involved, and they told me to go ahead and do it. And it was like, they wouldn't tell me any more than that, even being my family. So, I mean, usually things that are secretive, I'm not gonna say they are bad, but it's just like you said, don't ignore the feeling. I just had a feeling about it that was like, it was just off.
Yeah.
And I can't really explain it. The information that I got from it, it seems like, it's two different sides of the story. It's like that you got these big group of skeptical people who are yelling conspiracy and all that, and all that bull or whatever it is. It may not be bull. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a Mason. But and then on the other side, you have them saying that it'll make you a better man, and it has nothing to do with what people are saying. That it has something to do with, and they're completely disclaiming these beliefs of all this. I don't really know the proper name for it. I don't want to scare anybody. That's why I'm not really saying.
I'm
like I don't really know how to explain what they're saying in words that won't have people in here
that's cool. That's cool. Again,
it's just two sides.
Right.
I figured, I don't know, I might ask someone of God, who has, a good relationship with it. Not that I don't, but, definitely, like you said, some people are here for different things. Some people are more in tune with certain things than other people are.
Right.
So, I mean,
there are people here that know that stuff, like Sister Sharon. She knows that stuff. Remember, I talked to her about it, and she was surprised, that I knew about what he's talking about. So, like, there's people here, that know.
Y'all know my dad was y'all don't know. My dad was a Mason, but I never really got a chance to talk to him about it because he passed when I was 5. So So I know about the Mason stuff, but I don't, and I haven't really studied it.
Clarify.
But my thing is that when we and it might not seem like a big deal to you, but when we get into a point where we compromise about one thing, the fact of the matter is this, and I'm not really actually closing the door, but I'm closing the door. This door is closed right now. This is the door of what I will and will not accept. This is my life. I'm living for Christ. I'm not allowing any foolishness to come in right now. There's no space, there's no opportunity for anything to come in. Once I start veering away from that or start compromising in a sense, I've now cracked the door.
See, that makes perfect sense. I think you just answered my question.
I've now cracked the door, and because the door is cracked, things that could not get in there before because me and God was, and we tight. Now that I've cracked the door and allowed some, in this case, air to get through, now anything that's flowing from out there has a possibility of coming in. But here's the thing. In the process of the door being cracked, now it goes right back. I was getting ready to throw the mark, but you saying that. Don't worry about it. Now it goes right back to what we were talking about earlier, pride. Because this is my manhood. I've got here. Look what I've achieved thus far. Pride says, yo, I know I was wrong. I heard the warnings. I heard the signs. But whatever, because it ain't get completely shut down. I ain't get kicked out of school, or I didn't get kicked out, so it can't be that bad. Maybe I'm just going through whatever right now. So you still sitting here with this crack. Meanwhile, it's a small crack, and you still have